Hi there, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Airgun Reporter. My name is Paul Capello. On today's episode, we're going to check out the pellet shooting version of one of my favorite action pistols. If you recall, I did a review of the 8-inch Dan Wesson BB revolver. For today's episode, I've got the 6-inch version in silver that's been modified to shoot pellets. First, let's go over some specs and details, and then we'll start shooting.
I might need to change CO2 now.
Your cartridge?
I got two right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Holy cow.
I guess I wasn't ready. It seemed like it started shooting really
right in my face. Oh, safety first, man. The shells for the Dan Wesson Pellet Revolver are milled from solid brass, unlike the die-cast shells for the BB shooting version. The milled brass shells weigh in at 11.48 grams each, and the die-cast shells are approximately 9.24 grams. Loading a pellet in the shells is a bit more labor-intensive than the BB shooting version. To put a positive spin on this fact, it does give you time to rest between shooting and ponder the meaning of life. For the chrony testing, we used two pellets, the lead-free Hypermax pellets and Field Target Specials. Both were tested using single action. All right, let's move on to some target testing. Got my friend Guy Chisulo here. He is going to be behind the Dan Wesson BB revolver. I'll be using the Dan Wesson Pellet Revolver. And we did some velocity testing with the Hypermax pellets. Why don't we start with those? And what was the other pellet we tried out?
They're Field Target Trophy Greens.
Right. The other lead-free pellet. And we'll see how we do. And after that, we'll hit some fun targets and do some trigger testing, sound testing, and we'll wrap up the show. That didn't look too bad.
No.
I'm surprised it did as well as it did.
Yeah, I don't normally have that kind of luck with non-lead pellets.
Yeah.
None of my guns seem to like them.
Yeah. Hey, maybe they're a good thing for these pistols. Who knows? Let's go ahead and try those Field Target Trophy Greens because it's another lead-free pellet. So let's try those and see how we do. We noticed that after a couple of hundred rounds, the trigger did seem to lighten up a little bit, but it still is a pretty heavy trigger. But let's go ahead and do some testing in single action and double action, and we'll see what the results are. Okay, looks like our average in double action is 9 pounds, 6 ounces. Okay, according to my trigger gauge in single action, the average was 6 pounds, 13.5 ounces.
Okay, well, we're ready to do some sound testing. The cool thing about CO2 action pistols is they're usually not that loud, so if you have a safe area in your basement or a spare room in the house, you can shoot without really bothering anyone if you can't get outdoors. So let's run a few downrange and we'll see how loud it is.
All right, okay, Buster, you gotta move. Off. Okay. All right, let's see what happens.
Buster.
You gotta be
You
uprange.
know the rules.
Uprange, buddy. Good boy. Okay, well, it looks like the highest reading we can get was 86.5 decibels. That's not loud at all.
No, not really at all. I think it's backyard friendly. I would even shoot it in my basement.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's set up some targets, have a little fun, and we'll wrap up the show.
Okay.
Cool. Got him. Nice shot. Thank you. Oh, come on, ball. Oh, there it is. I think I'm out. I'm out. Reload.
Mm-hmm. 2, 1 shot.
Nice. Oh, knocked a bunch over. Nice, I hit that cartridge. I'm out. Wow, he's not taking anything. There we go. Oh, I'm out. Folks, me and Guy agree that the Dan Wesson Pellet Revolver has good accuracy, it's well made, and the nickel finish is very sharp looking. We got 90 respectable shots from a CO2 cartridge, but you might get more or less depending on the temperature. Quiet enough to shoot indoors, you can enjoy it all year round. Loading the pellets is a bit fussy, but what's the rush? Spend an afternoon with the Dan Wesson like we did, and you'll enjoy time well spent. We think the Dan Wesson Pellet Revolver deserves a place in your collection, right next to its BB shooting brother. For Airgun Reporter, until next time, shoot safe and have fun.